Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, the Thunderbirds drop out of the Wings Over Warren Air show. The long-awaited update to the Microsoft Flight Simulator is almost here, and the cause of the fatal Atlas Air crash has been determined by the NTSB. Welcome, I'm Sophie Herlock. The U.S. Air Force Thunderbirds have canceled their performance at the upcoming Wings Over Warren Air Show after a few of their team members tested positive for COVID-19. However, even with the Thunderbirds dropping out, the air show will still be taking place on July 22nd in Cheyenne, Wyoming. The air show will still feature the F-22 Raptor and F-35 Lightning II demonstration teams, as well as appearances by the KC-46 Pegasus, B-1 Lancer, UH-1 Iroquois, and C-130 Hercules. The show will be held similarly to a drive-in movie, where spectators will be directed where to park and will have to stay in or directly around their vehicles in order to watch the show. In a statement released on Wednesday, the Thunderbirds said at this time our primary focus is ensuring the health and welfare of our personnel, so we can safeguard our mission readiness to perform world-class demonstrations in the near future. We sincerely appreciate the F.E. Warren Air Force Base leadership and Cheyenne community for their continued support and understanding, and wish them a safe and successful show. The team also stated they do plan on performing at the 2021 Wings Over Warren Air Show. We'll be right back with Around the Patch.
Like most of you, we're still working from home. We miss being around pilots.
But the most important thing right now is to mitigate your risks and use this time productively while we all get through this.
Folks, King Schools is open and we're 100% operational. We're making sure that your courses work and are available for you 24/7.
We look forward to the time when we can see you again at the airport.
Affordable and economical, Pipistrel is proud to present the Alpha Trainer. Offering excellent fuel efficiency and a durable composite design, the Alpha Trainer can be operated from virtually anywhere. Whether you're a first-time aircraft owner, assembling a fleet, or running a flight school, the Lightsport Alpha Trainer from Pipistrel is a dynamic option. Learn more about what the Pipistrel Alpha Trainer can do for you at pipistrel-usa.com.
Welcome back. It's time for today's trip Around the Patch. The Department of the Air Force has awarded Boeing a nearly $1.2 billion contract for its first lot of 8 F-15EX. The F-15EX is a two-seat fighter with U.S.-only capabilities and will replace the oldest F-15C and Ds in the Air Force's inventory. The biggest difference between the F-15EX and the legacy F-15s is the EX's open mission system, which will enable rapid insertion of the latest aircraft technologies. The EAA's Aviation Museum will be opening its doors back up on Monday, August 3rd, after being closed since March due to the outbreak of COVID-19. For the month of August, capacity will be limited to 150 people, with groups no larger than 10. But starting September 1st, the museum will slowly begin to allow more visitors to enter until they take away their admissions cap on November 1st. Face mask requirements and social distancing will be enforced, and a health screening will be done for each visitor before they are allowed to enter. Virgin Galactic has appointed Michael Colglazier as their new CEO and George Whitesides as Chief Space Officer. The two will assume their new positions on July 20th, and Colglazier will be joining the company's board of directors as well. Colglazier joins Virgin Galactic after a long career at the Walt Disney Company, where he served as president and managing director of Disney Parks International. Bombardier Safety Stand-Down, originally scheduled to take place August 25th through the 27th in Wichita, will now be held virtually due to the coronavirus pandemic. The company stated at Bombardier, health and safety is a priority, and as the COVID-19 pandemic redefines our lives, we continue to follow processes and procedures to ensure our employees and our aviation community have the peace of mind they need and deserve. This year's theme for the stand-down is Safety in Focus 2020, which the company defined as keeping the focus on safety and helping to promote specific goals goals and tangible outcomes to achieve an improved safety culture. We'll be right back with the rest of the news.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
Sandia introduces the new SAI 340 Quattro TSO'd airspeed, attitude, altitude, and slip. With integral backup battery, safety never looked so good. See it now at www.sandia.aero.
The long-awaited update to the Microsoft Flight Simulator will be available with Xbox Game Pass for PC on August 18th. The updated simulator will feature vivid landscapes, a living world, detailed aircraft, a new checklist system, dynamic weather, day and night engine, and aerodynamic modeling. There will also be 3 additions to the Flight Simulator. The Microsoft Flight Simulator Standard Edition, which will include 20 highly detailed planes with unique flight models and 30 airports for $59.99. The Deluxe Edition, which includes everything from Microsoft Flight Simulator Standard Edition, plus 5 additional airplanes with unique flight models and 5 additional international airports for $89.99. And the Premium Deluxe Edition, which includes everything from Microsoft Flight Simulator Standard Edition, plus 10 additional planes with unique flight models and 10 additional international airports for $119.99. The NTSB determined the cause of the fatal Atlas Air Flight 3591 crash in Trinity Bay, Texas, was due to the first officer's inappropriate response to an inadvertent activation of the airplane's go-around mode. This resulted in his spatial disorientation, which led him to place the airplane in a steep descent, from which the crew did not recover. The accident happened back on February 23rd of last year, when the Atlas Air Boeing 767 cargo jet entered a rapid descent from about 6,000 feet and crashed into a marshy bay about 40 miles from Houston's George Bush Intercontinental Airport. The NTSB also determined the captain's failure to adequately monitor the airplane's flight path and to assume positive control of the airplane to effectively intervene contributed to the crash. Also cited as a contributing factor is the aviation industry's selection and performance measurement practices, which failed to address the first officer's aptitude-related deficiencies and maladaptive stress response. The NTSB concluded the first officer likely experienced a pitch-up somatogravic illusion, a specific kind of spatial disorientation in which forward acceleration is misinterpreted as the airplane pitching up, as the airplane accelerated due to the inadvertent action of the go-around mode, which prompted the first officer to push forward on the elevator control column. And that wraps up our week. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and to check us out on Facebook and on Twitter. To stay up to date on the latest aviation and aerospace news this weekend, head over to aero-news.net. I'll see all of you right back here on Monday.